In session 2 of this series on Mahamudra, Venerable Zasep Rinpoche explains how to rest the mind in the natural state. Mahamudra is literally the bold exploration of the true nature of our own minds, profoundly important methods used for centuries by Enlightened Masters of Buddhism. These teachings are part of a weekend retreat with additional videos from Rinpoche's teaching in a sacred cave near Vulture Peak mountain in India. The in-depth teachings on Mahamudra are beautifully explored in Venerable Zasep Rinpoche's book, Gelug Mahamudra, Eloquent Speech of Manjushri, linked in the description of this video. Before we begin, if you like this presentation, please like, subscribe and turn on notifications. Please visit our extensive library of Buddhist features, videos and podcasts at buddhaweekly.com.
So, idea of resting the mind in the natural state is good. Also, the thought of resting the mind in the natural way is good. In the beginning, whether you are able to do this practice or not. But the first thing is we need the thought, the idea and the intention, right? And then that's the beginning, that's how you start. And then it can happen slowly because you have the idea and you generate your wish to do this practice, resting the mind in a natural way. It's not easy to just resting, right? And because mind is jumping around. And so this is how we start. And there's a Tibetan word, it is called Sem Ni Ngal So. Okay, Sem Ni Ngal So. Sem is the mind. Ni is the nature of the mind. It's a Ni. Ngal So. Ngal So means resting the mind. And Ngal Su Dewa Topra Shok, which means, may I have pleasure of resting my mind. And just resting. And may I have a pleasure and fortune to resting my body. My body is old or tired. Maybe, your body, some of your body is not old, but tired. We all get tired. Little babies need to sleep so many hours. And old man, old lady have to sleep so many hours. And so sleeping is a very important part of the sustaining life and body. And that's what we do. Sleeping yoga. And not only eating yoga or different kinds of yoga, but sleeping yoga. People forget about sleeping yoga. Right? And dream yoga and so forth. And those are a very important part of tantric practice. So here, resting the mind in the natural state, nalso, semyi nalso. Why? Because actually when you really look at your mind, and a lot of people, their mind is exhausted, overworked, burned out. That's maybe the right word. You say, I'm burned out from my work, I'm burned out from this. Mind is very exhausted. Today, especially more and more. When you come to the city, you see your mind so busy, right? Then when we have all these gadgets, right? iPhone and computers and so forth, and make ourselves more busy. One of my Lama monk friends, he says, when somebody's holding the iPhone, oh, dark side of life. This is the dark side of life. Anyway, and I saw in Delhi, some monk walking around instead of mala, saying mantras, and holding an iPhone. Then I was spying, listening. What are they talking? This old monk. He was saying to his friend, "Hey, buddy, what are we going to eat tonight? let's make some momos, some dumpling, noodle soup." Okay, that's not bad. That's kind of nice. You call your buddy and make some soup, and that's better. But it's still different than walking around with a mala. In the old days, all monks and nuns always walk around with malas. You've never seen such thing like this. Anyway, times have changed, right? Maybe he's got the mantras inside his iPhone. Prayer sadhanas, you have the app. I have one of those. All the apps, very useful, right? Instead of carrying all these big books everywhere. And now so our mind is tired, right? Exhausted. That's why resting the mind in natural state is very important meditation. But it's not just resting mind for some sort of therapeutic thing. These days people are into so much about therapeutic. Dharma practice become therapeutic and used for temporary relief, like aspirin, for ibuprofen, for just temporary relief from your headache. Use Dharma practice. That's the motivation is not bad, but it's to maintain motivation. The motivation for Dharma practice have to have long-term motivation, good for everybody and for enlightenment for all sentient beings. So after you do the resting the mind, then we do samatha meditation, Mahamudra. Here I go to chapter 9 and Sutra Mahamudra, actual Samatha Mahamudra, page 146 and 47. And seeking meditative samadhi after gaining the correct view, or seeking the correct view after gained meditative samadhi. Lama Tsongkhapa and the first Panchen Lama taught the later method, and I am following that method. So there's two ways you do. One way is to first you meditate on Vipassana Mahamudra to understand the true nature of the mind. In other words, ultimate nature of the mind, the emptiness part of the mind. You explore that, and then after you've done some exploration, some meditation, and then you do the Samatha Mahamudra meditation, calm abiding mind. Or first you develop calm abiding mind, samatha, then you are trying to understand the true nature of the mind, the ultimate nature of the mind, the emptiness of the mind, and so on and so forth. So according here, Lama Tsongkhapa, the advice, and first Panchen Lama's advice, you should do first cultivate calm abiding mind, samatha mahamudra. Once your mind is calm and peaceful, relaxed, and you achieve calm abiding deep samatha, and then you can explore on the ultimate nature of mind, emptiness. So this is what we do here. In Mahamudra practice, it is always good to start with the question, what is mind? The ultimate nature of mind is clear light, and defilements are temporary. Mind is not within the mind, but it is clear light. Mind has no beginning and no end. All phenomena are manifested or produced from the mind. This is the teaching of the Buddha and all the great masters. So we say the ultimate nature of the mind, true nature of our mind is clear light. And it means it has the clarity, it has the quality, luminous quality, and it has pure quality. The intrinsic nature of the mind, the primordial nature of the mind is pure. From beginningless time, always pure. And the mental defilements such as fear, attachment, anger, ignorance, all the different kinds of delusions are only temporary. They're not there permanently. It is not a permanent thing. Maitreya Buddha, the future Buddha, taught gave teaching. There's a text composed by Arya Asanga. It's called Uttara Tantra, Mahayana Sutra, Uttara Tantra. And there are 3 examples of the mind. And Tibetan word is Rinchen, Namkha, Chuda, Yin, Peda, Kini, Shebar, Cha. Rinchen is a jewel, Chu is water, and sky. 3 examples. First one, Rinchen. For example, diamond. Diamond is diamond. Diamond is pure. If you find the real diamond, not the fake diamonds, the real diamond, and the deep, the true nature of the diamond is pure, right? And when people do mining, when they find diamonds, say in Africa somewhere, I heard that in Africa they have lots of diamonds, and so you go down and digging, and you might find the real diamond, but temporarily it covered with dust, dirt, right? So the diamond experts, and they will know, and then you treat certain way, and then wash, and then you cut certain way, and so very delicate thing, right? You don't want to damage, and you make a little mistake, you could ruin it. So you cut certain way, and then you find beautiful, sparkling diamond. And I heard there's even pink diamonds, different kinds of diamonds. I don't know, I never seen one. And anyway, so the true nature of diamond is pure, right? Don't know how long it's been there, how it formed for millions of years, right? So this is the example. Maitreya Buddha said, our true nature of our mind is like diamond, is very pure and precious from beginningless time. The defilements, mental defilements, and karma are only temporary. It's happening due to where we are, conditions, and so on and so forth. So this, when you listen this, when you think about this, it's very inspiring, right? Very encouraging. Maitreya Buddha said this. My mind, your mind, everybody's mind is like this. Well, do I believe Maitreya Buddha? Well, I do. I believe Buddha. Okay, personally, I don't have doubts. I believe. And so then there is chance that I could become enlightened. Buddha said so. Why Buddha tells something wrong? Well, Buddha never tells wrong or mislead us. Why? It's Buddha, compassionate, enlightened one. The only thing Buddha wants is you or me, everybody, all of us become enlightened as soon as possible. That's what the Buddha wants. That's how Buddha generated Bodhisattva vow. He took Bodhisattva vow long time ago, former lifetime, when he was a Bodhisattva. It's still always same, always valid. So I believe so, and you should believe, and we should all believe Buddha, right? And that's why we take refuge to Buddha, okay? And so that's a good example. The second example is Rinchen Namkha. Namkha is space, sky. Space is vast, okay? According Buddhist teaching says vast, empty. According science, cosmology, astronomy, and so on, Western science talks about the space is endless, right? There's galaxies, all this, and all the different theories about expanding, all the Big Bang theory, and so on, goes on and on, right? And so space is empty and vast, but so many things happening in the space, right? So our mind is like a space, spacious and vast. And these temporary defilements are temporary, just like the clouds come and go, and pollution comes and goes. And imagine how many aeroplanes are flying around in the sky every day, every hour, every minute. So many, right? thousands, you know, like one company, one airline, let's say Korean airline, probably have hundreds of, maybe, who knows, 3, 4, 500 jumbo jet flying around the world, and just one company, right? So how many airplanes flying around, and how many birds flying around? And just the sky is still vast, empty, right? Then according to Buddhism, we have all these planets out there. Abhidharma says there are 100,000 planets where they have life. That's amazing. Wow. But they have life. 100,000 planets. They have human beings or living beings. And there are so many out there. And so it's vast. So like that, this is an example. Our mind is vast, empty.
In session 3 of this series on Mahamudra, Venerable Zasep Rinpoche continues the teaching on Sutra Mahamudra. If you enjoyed this presentation, please like and subscribe. Please visit our popular Dharma website at buddhaweekly.com with its large library of free Buddhist features, articles, videos, podcasts, covering all traditions of Buddhism. Buddha Weekly, helping to spread the Dharma. Thank you.